Hello everybody. Had a bit of a different video recorded for today, so that's why I'm doing some voiceover versus doing what I normally do, which is record while I am writing. I had originally recorded a video that was basically welcoming everybody to the channel as we had gone from 360 subscribers and hit 400 to 1,000, 2,000 to 2,800 over the course of about 36 hours. And I had my suspicions. I didn't really think that it was real, but after talking with a few folks online, namely on the Five Dirty Bikers Discord channel, which, by the way, highly recommend, I had thoughts that, okay, maybe this is real. Maybe this was legitimate. Maybe the video did actually go viral and it struck a chord with people and that generated a lot of attention. I still had my doubts. I was still thinking, nah, this is too much too quick. It's probably bots and all that good stuff. But, was told, keep hope, you never know. And so I was like, all right, well, let's see. And so I had recorded and welcoming everybody and to ask, how did you find the video and all that good stuff. And then over the course of the following week, stuff had happened. And I think all of those bots were removed as the subscriber count went back down to 360 and the thousands of likes on that video were also gone. But you know what? I am perfectly okay with that because I would 100% rather have my channel be authentic and genuine and have each and every one of you be a real person than to artificially inflate numbers just for my own ego. My goal for this channel is to really drive a community together, to have a conversation, to have discussions, to share learnings, to help one another, to really make our collective mental health healthier. So that's really my goal. So the subscribers and the views and the likes and all that stuff, that's all secondary. My priority is to drive a community and to have that discussion and to really drive engagement. That's really my true metric for success is, are we engaged as a community? And I'd rather have 10 people that are commenting on every video and actually having a discussion and sharing ideas and all that stuff than 10,000 where not a single comment is done and it's all just artificial, right? I'm actually happier having lost all those subscribers, as crazy as it sounds. But again, I prioritize authenticity over inflation. So with that, so this is going to be some background footage of the ride. It was a gorgeous day and I don't have the opportunity to go out and ride and re-record this. So just doing what we can. So moving on for today's topic on the theme of authenticity and really driving engagement. One of the things that Tiny Tater and I have been talking about recently is getting back into charity work. This is something that both of us have done on and off throughout our lives. Her father has done a lot in terms of putting students through college, paying for their tuition, donating playgrounds and supplies and food and clothing, just so much to really impact the lives of people, namely in the Philippines where her family is originally from. And to really just improve the quality of life for so many people there where they have to just do everything they can to survive. And so really being able to help out those families and to do all the right things has been really truly inspiring. And Tiny Tater and I have been donating quite a bit of money every year to feed hundreds of families in the Philippines, as well as to help support students and to help provide education to those where they're more remote and they don't have easy access to get quality supplies, teachers, education, basic things, so on and so forth. So that was one of the things we were talking about getting back into, is to do something more locally, to do something here. It's really nice to be able to donate money, but the challenge I have with it is it's very indirect. It's not tangible versus doing something yourself, right? If you pay money to somebody to clean up trash in a river, that's nice, but I personally find it far, far more engaging to pick up that trash myself, to really be able to look and see this is the impact that I made versus donate money, oh, that's nice, and then walk away. By no means am I disrespecting anybody who does donate. That's a fantastic thing to do, and if that's the best thing that you can do, then by all means, go for it. But we're looking to do more than that. So we've been doing some research into some of the local charities here in the Bay Area, and we haven't found one just yet that we want to partner with long term, but that is something that we are doing. And it's a little bit more challenging now because we have Yoshi, who's about 16 months old now. We have to be careful with what we do. We can't go out and do things that would necessarily expose us to COVID and during the pandemic. So we do have to be a bit careful with what we do. But we also want to do something that's going to be long term. We don't want to just show up for a couple of weeks and say, okay, we got our jollies, we got our feel good stuff, and then go home and then not do anything. We do want to do something long term, and to really build a partnership with a charity or a couple of charities and see how can we really drive value back into our communities, how can we help out, and how can we get a tangible benefit and really make a positive impact in some people's lives. So we've been looking around. There's obviously a lot of food-based charities, mental health services, there's community rebuilding, picking up trash, cleaning up parks, there's some rehabilitation stuff. There's stuff for mental health, mental disease, children's foundations. There's such an endless list, which is a good thing, but also kind of a sad thing when you think about it, when we need to have so many charities just to do some basic good in the world. And the unfortunate reality is, it's really hard you're not able to just pick up and go and do something out of the goodness of your heart. Sometimes you do need permits, sometimes you need permission, sometimes you have to jump through hoops just to do something right and good in the world. So unfortunately, that's kind of the reality, but that's one of the learning opportunities that we have, is to learn, how does a charity work? How does a nonprofit work? Who are the people you got to talk to? What are the permits you need to get? So that way down the line, if we wanted to, we would be in a position to be able to start our own charity, depending on what we'd want to do. So we're taking this time now as we have to learn how a charity works, to learn how a business, how an organization works, and be able to pick up those skills so down the line we can really have more ownership over a charity and really do something that we're very passionate about. So we're very open. So what I would absolutely love is if there is a charity that you are aware of that needs help, needs funds, needs awareness, whatever, even if they're not in the Bay Area, leave a comment down below and I will do some research into them. Ideally, I would partner with a organization that's within the Bay Area, but if there's an opportunity to do something really anywhere in the world that's looking for people, exposure, and I can tangibly make a difference with them, I'm all about it. It's just a little bit easier in the Bay Area because then I can obviously physically do something, but I'm open. I'm not limiting myself to just the Bay Area. So leave your favorite charities down below that are looking for people to get involved. Even if you just heard about it and you're not quite sure about it, please leave a comment and I would happily do some research into it and see what we can do together as a community. That's a really ambitious goal, is for us to come together as a community and to do some collective good in the world, regardless of where we are, what community we're in, regardless of creed or anything else. Just being able to come together as a community, do some good in the world, put some smiles on some faces, and to really just improve the quality of the area that we live in and the people that live in those different communities. And that's really that's the reason why we're doing this, is one, obviously because it's good and to help people, but that's a fundamental core value that we have as individuals and as a family, is to give back and to help those. We're very fortunate to be very blessed to have stability in our lives, to have some financial freedom. We've worked very, very, very hard to be in the position that we are in, but it's not just from our own blood, sweat, and tears. We have been blessed to have the right people to help us, to support us, the right mentors to guide us, and just the right opportunities to let us through and give us a chance. So we've been very blessed, and we want to pass those blessings off to other people in any way, shape that we can. And so giving back is just our way of saying thank you and recognizing how blessed we are, and to try and share those collective blessings with other people. You may have heard me say in some of the other videos, for me to evaluate any job opportunity, that comes down to two things. Do I have an opportunity to learn, and do I have an opportunity to help people? And the unfortunate reality is, today in my role, I have a tremendous opportunity to learn, but not really help people in the way that I want to help people. So I'm seeking out these charities as a way to help supplement that, and to make sure that within my life, I am feeling fulfilled and engaged, and I feel like I'm doing the right things that I should be doing. So with that, everybody, we're going to call it there for today. Thank you to each and every one of you who listened to this message. Leave a comment down below in terms of your favorite charities, or other charities just to look into, and we'll definitely do some research on those. Otherwise, catch you in the next video. As always, everybody, be brave, do good, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.